164 feet. That's how far I had to go. Picture this. You're underwater, lungs burning, heart pounding. This is no walk in the park. No, you are fighting for every inch, pushing through the water, holding your breath the entire way. Chaos all around. White water, adrenaline, nothing but the slosh in your ears. Someone's just behind on your right. Someone's just ahead on your left. Every second stretches longer. Every stroke brings you closer to your finish line. And then, boom, the wall. Swimmers usually spin around fast to check the clock because that clock tells them if they were good enough, if they were fast enough. Not me. No, not today. I was not measuring a finish line. I was honoring my beginning. You see, this isn't a story about swimming. It's about the invisible force we create when we choose to believe, even if the world doesn't. And that stillness at the wall, I'd felt it before. I was 10 years old. I woke up in a hospital bed, paralyzed from my neck down. The diagnosis, Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, a rare neuromuscular condition. Prognosis, I may never walk again. Today, I have zero nerve capacity from my knees to my feet. It's a bit like walking on stilts. And just 30% from my elbows to my fingertips. So texting in bed at night like this, let's just say I'm a little too handsome to drop a phone on his face. But back then, I wasn't laughing. I couldn't hold a fork, couldn't scratch an itch, I couldn't move. Yet somehow in that hospital room, my parents created a miracle. They didn't panic, they didn't spiral, they didn't lose faith. Instead, they slowed time. It was almost like they harnessed energy from the stillness. And that experience, it gave me a mindset which said, regardless of what the doctors say, regardless of what my body says, I am enough. Something you gotta know about me, swimming was my first love. I was raised in Inglewood, California. My mom couldn't swim, she made sure I could. I was in the water before I could talk. After the diagnosis though, swimming disappeared. And for a long time, I wasn't sure if I'd ever swim again. But then slowly, I did. And with every lap, I was reminded this thing that I loved had always loved me back. In high school, I found my way back to the pool, but I kept my condition a secret. I wanted to be seen as capable because what I was really carrying wasn't disability. I was carrying shame. Shame is so heavy. I didn't want to be a symbol. I just wanted to be normal. By the time I got to college, honestly, I'd been hiding so long, I began to forget I was hiding. Somewhere along the way, though, this quiet ambition formed. Make the Olympics. I didn't say it out loud, but I trained for it, I ate for it, I lived for it. What I didn't realize at that time was my Olympic dream wasn't just about greatness. It was about proving that I wasn't broken. Then came a coach who saw what I was hiding. She asked me, Jamal, what are you really chasing? Even now, the question still shakes me because I wasn't chasing a medal. I was chasing self-acceptance. All this time, I'd been running from myself. That was the day the fantasy died and my true journey began. I quit performing for a dream that did not fit me, and I embraced a path that honored me. I chose the Paralympics, and it wasn't a lesser stage, it was a freer one. Which brings us back. 164 feet, one breath, a body that shouldn't be able to do what it does, and a mind that knew it always could. I was no longer racing to prove something, I was racing to remember something. And when I hit that wall, I didn't need to check the clock because I already knew. That was the wall where I won a Paralympic medal for Team USA. For everyone who's ever been told they couldn't, and for the version of me that once believed it. If you've ever felt like your value was measured by your output, your resume, and how fast you are, what the clock says, then I need you to listen to me now. That invisible force we create when we choose to believe, even if the world doesn't, that stillness, that resilience, it's called energy. My name is Jamal Hill. Today, I'm a Paralympic medalist, global speaker, future LA 2028 athlete. But first, man, I was a black kid from Inglewood the world said wasn't supposed to swim. Then, a kid with a rare disease, doctor said wasn't supposed to walk. But you see, energy isn't just something we use. It's something that we pass on. It's something that we harness. And sometimes it's something we must create from absolutely nothing. So tonight, speak that truth you've been afraid to speak. Move forward where you've stood still. Create something, my friends, when no one expects it. Because true champions don't just stand for themselves. True champions, they champion something greater. Thank you.